Good morning, Rob. Tammy. This is so strange. So my old phone, it really enjoys going live, but this thing, it won't even connect. It's got a signal. I don't get it. 22 degrees. That's awesome. And a family of mice has found my hunting shack too. That's pretty sweet. They have burrowed into the pillow. Morning, Paula, Tammy. I figured we might as well sit here and let's do some morning noises, right? See how quiet it is? This is what I think confuses some people. Anytime when it's been like this my whole life, I'm sure that I'm nobody special, but anytime a human, or really any type of animal, it could be give me a bit of coffee here. It could be a coyote or a deer, or any type of big animal, even a hawk or something like that. When something like that arrives into the woods, everything goes quiet. Which I realize it's still dark right now, but even whenever it's dark, you got critters moving around. Whenever a predator comes into the room, everything goes quiet. And once I sit here for about 10, 15, 30 minutes, stuff will start making noises again. See that I'm no threat, I'm just chilling. But in reality, I am a threat if you happen to be a white-tailed deer. And my aim is on. Good morning, Bob. Maggie. This is what they call. It's not I guess this is what they call the first light, or the sky starts turning gray. Old Saul hasn't poked his head up above the mountains yet or anything, but he's coming around the old earth there. Unless you happen to live on a flat earth or something, then he's just not really sure how that works. But anyway, he's coming around the bend, and you're getting the first bit of his sunlight coming. I don't know if the camera will even pick it up. Right over there, yeah, it's kind of picking it up. Right over there is the sun. Yeah, I'm hunting. I went to sleep about 9 o'clock last night. Pretty awesome. Here's me hunting shack. Hey. Coat rack. I've got a real nice family of mice that live down in this pillow. One of them didn't make it this morning. Frank. Oh, maybe it is cold. And dark. Scary. It's getting a bit brighter. He actually built this for Dad, which, for whenever he came down, but he's only been down once. Kind of sucks. The old turd retired, and he's the one that used to take me hunting as a young lad. We used to come and sit on this rock actually whenever I was a little feller and hunt off this same rock. And there used to be a tree on this rock that we lean up against. It's a fine rock to hunt in the morning because the sun comes up right there and shines on you and warms you up. There's a rock cliff right over there. Sometimes we would go in that if it was raining. A rock house. However, you better have your shots tuned in because it's a long way. I'd say, well, the last couple deer I got from here have been 300 yards off. Shooting downhill. Luckily for me, I come from a long line of good shots. What happened to a dear friend last night? I seen that he couldn't go off. I was passed out most of the time after I got my shower and ate, and I was passed out off and on until about 9 o'clock. I remember looking, it was a little after 9 the last time I looked at the clock. Probably the 300 yards from here was the longest shot. I don't like to take y'all just hear that? Isn't this other window up? Oh wow, Mr. Wales, you just well, I just spilled my coffee. That's awful. But anyway, I don't like to take a shot unless I know, I'm not going to wound the deer. And 300 yards is quite a distance in the woods, especially with all the trees and such being there. I know, I just totally spilled my freaking coffee. Luckily, most of it spilled on my leg. So now that's going to be nice. My leg's awake now, though. Not sure what I heard. I don't know if it was an exhaust or it's pretty far off. It might have been like a four-wheeler or something. Or it could have been a growl. been a hell. I'm using a 270. It might could have been a hell, I'm not sure. So I wanted to open up the other window because it came from the north. And of course we're facing east right now. What I like best about this shack is you can have two small lads in here with you, and they can pretty much just act like two small lads and make all the noise, even though half the time you're going shh, shh. You gotta be quiet when you're hunting. You gotta be quiet. They still, how young lads are. They wiggle around a lot and move about and want to talk a lot and ask a million questions. Now, usually I've got two of them little lads in here with me, but the deer don't seem to mind. Normally, if you've ever been hunting, in the mornings that the breezes generally blow up, you got mostly an updraft. Because down in the hollers, you've got cold air and, it rises to the top. As it warms up, it rises to the top. So it's a fine spot to hunt. What do I want for Christmas? I want to film a booger. Can you do that? Do a Christmas wish. And wish that I film a booger. Yeah, 270. A 270's dead on accurate. It's a bolt action gun too, and it's highly accurate. A couple years ago, my buddy and his wife came down, and he had his AR. We was shooting it, and I was like, "Here, let's shoot this 270." And we was putting targets up to 500 meters out, and it was pretty hard to hit with that AR. We was doing it maybe one out of every 5 shots. I would hit it anyway. I don't know, which it wasn't my gun. But the 270, 500 meters, no problem. The funny thing is, I let him use it. He only shot my gun once. I shot his like I don't know, 1,000 times. And he only shot mine once, and that was all he wanted to. That's all he wanted to do with it. I think it's where the scope split his eyebrow open. I think that's why he didn't want nothing else to do with her. Hello, Melissa. How are things upside down? that's another thing about this gun. Dad gave it to me, and he got it from work. But that's a bit dusty from the ride up. However, today I'm using a black powder gun, and it shoots 45 calibers. But I'm bringing that one for a backup because I don't enjoy only one shot. I think it's kind of stupid. I think a man ought to be able to. In the state of Kentucky, you're allowed 2 deer a year. We should ought to be 200 a year. There's so many friggin' deer around here. But you could harvest, you got seasons for each one of them, and you can harvest one or two, whatever, within those seasons. So they've got a modern gun season, they've got a black powder season, a bow season, a crossbow season. They might as well have a chuck a spear at it season. And I think it's ridiculous. Number one, a man would have to spend a lot of money to get all them tools for deer hunting. Number two, I don't think it's a very good thing to shoot a deer. Only have one bullet. I mean, anything could happen. What if you hit a limb or something that bounces off and you wound the deer? Or, there's some folks that might not be able to shoot so good, or I don't know. Anything can happen, and you could wound that deer. I don't think it's very fair to the animal to have to suffer because you can only have one bullet. Like a bow or something, that's a different story because you could shoot a bow a lot quicker than you can a black powder gun. So I bring it back up. If the government don't like that, they can kiss my butt. Them deer are down there trying to get my corn I put out for the boogers. I wonder if I told them that. He's fixing to pick his head over the mountain. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't understand. You can get one buck here and a doe or two does. And it used to be. I know in West Virginia you can get more than that. But I'm telling you, there's more than plenty of deer. You see them laying on the side of the road, and I mean, I think it's awful that it's like that. This year it's going to be a tough winter on the deer because there's no acorns out there for them. That's what they survive on. Their main food in the winter is acorns. That's why I'm still putting corn out. I'll put corn out all winter this year, even if it's just down there around the barn. Corn and a game camera. The game camera to keep the boogers out of the corn. Good morning, Maine. I hate to see it starve off of the deer. I mean, probably shouldn't interfere with the ecosystem unless it's to harvest a couple deer, so they won't starve, right? However, I think that they, whoever they are modifying our weathers. I've never seen so much rain before in my life. ever. I mean, we're just here on the East Coast. We're getting dumped on while out west they're dried up. It's crazy. Chemtrails and whatnot. Right? I think there's something to it, man. I honestly do. But I don't know. Bigfoot's kind of ruined me. Once you find out that, Bigfoot's real and you've been told your whole life and that they're not real, but you know it's real, you've seen it. You start wondering what else they've lied to you about. Turns out they've lied to you about everything. They are a bunch of liars. When was that, Bob? That sucks. But honestly, I haven't seen so much rain this whole year. Ground froze. It was always muddy. Through my videos, and I upload pretty regular, it was always muddy. I've never seen something. There used to be a dry season here. I remember them, but it hasn't been a dry season in a couple years now. There might be a couple of dry days here and there, but just as soon as it starts drying up, it rains again. It's kind of frustrating. So yeah, I think they're doing something with our weather. I honestly do. Yeah, I just make that up, Frank. They don't lie. They're always truthful. I never said the government was doing it. How's your ticker doing, Bob? Listen, here comes the birds. attention to it. Seriously, we broke a record this year for rain. Last year it was being a record. I mean, I don't know. And Indiana, I guess, would be considered part of the breadbasket, right? I think they're doing stuff to, you gotta have rain and sunshine for your food to grow. So what if they take away one or the other? I'm gonna do. It takes time. Dad had his worked on. It took him time to get it all back in order. A good deal. I'm glad. And I've got a messed up disc in my back too. It sucks. I missed what you was talking about on your back. Went back and looked. I think you're talking about marijuana, which I think out of all the stuff out there, I mean, they're making well, just like I haven't had TV in 2 years, but back whenever I did have TV, and I'm sure this hasn't changed, there would be some kind of drug commercial, and then the very next commercial would be a law firm commercial talking about suing the drug companies, which I always thought was strange. And then you watch the drug commercial, and they're talking about curing, say, a headache, but while it cures your headache, it's giving you cancers and all kinds of different diseases. I keep hearing something. So I don't know. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, why not just legalize marijuana? I mean, it's not that bad for you. I myself don't smoke it. I have before, but there's lots of studies out there showing that it is good. It's good for different things. It's a natural thing. It's not some kind of man in a laboratory and fix it up, and it might cure what it well, don't even cure what ails you. It just covers up the symptoms of what ails you. You still have an ailment, but I don't know how some of this stuff is legal and marijuana's not. I mean, honestly, I don't understand how they could justify alcohol being legal and marijuana not. This country was founded on both. I mean, look up the history if it's correct. Who knows? They've lied about everything. But our founding fathers actually grew marijuana. The Declaration of Independence is printed on hemp paper, right? They used to make whiskey and grow marijuana. They made their clothing out of marijuana. Ropes, sails for ships, all that. The country was founded on this stuff. It was built on this stuff. Now it's illegal. Why is it illegal? think one of the main reasons it's illegal, is they couldn't figure out a way to make money off of it, right? And I think they used racist tactics also. Well, that's illegal. But maybe that's just me. I had an uncle what grew it before. Like I said, I've smoked it before, but I guess I was never really into it. But one time I went to my uncle's house and he made some brownies and offered me one. And I took one, you know. You don't eat a brownie. That brownie flipped me out. I mean, it was like 10 times more potent. It was just like a totally different feeling. It was actually kind of great. Exactly, big. Them and the, black folks. And I think that's one of the main reasons. Right down there to that road, right in the middle. Did you all hear that? Oh, okay. Never mind. That's one of them daggum. That's one of them daggum frog-eating birds with the long legs. Herring or whatever they're called. Crane. Does what help with pain? Marijuana? Well, yeah. That's one of the things people use it for. Oh, Jeremy? There you go. Bob knows about it. Yeah, it's a racist law. It was made as a racist law. I mean, there were things going on. It was a different time back then. But why is it still illegal? A lot of states are bringing it back, and before too long, I'd say the whole country will be back on it. And again, it's a personal choice for people. It's not forced upon anyone. The same as alcohol. I mean, I choose not to drink. I choose to have a clear mind. And I'm not saying it's wrong to do it. I mean, to every once in a while, I might take a drink or get a six pack or something. Haven't drunk it over a year now. But I mean, every once in a while, it's not so bad. I keep hearing something moving down in the holler, and I can't see what it is. Yeah, Big Farm is one of them. One of them. And you know the prison system in this country. That's a big money. It's probably just a chipmunk down there, down in the holler there, moving. But daggum chipmunks is about the smallest thing in the woods, and they're also the noisiest thing. Strange. Actually, there's usually birds singing a little morning tune by now. But you know, a lot of them fly south this time of year. But you still got a few of them. Cardinals and some sparrows and such. Woodpeckers and what the heck is that? Can y'all hear that? Don't sound like no chipmunk. What do you mean the latest? I don't know. From my trail cam? I don't get on my trail camera. Right there's where my trail camera is. Right over there's the log I had the chickens on. I don't get how I'm missing a whole day of pictures. A whole day. I mean, if it was a coyote or a cat or something that came and got them chickens, that should be on the trail camera. But I'm missing a whole day. I mean, it's like I totally skipped a day. And the batteries was good in it. I mean, it took a picture whenever I pulled up to it. I just don't understand these critters. I mean, if it was a Bigfoot, how did they manipulate a camera? I mean, would they open one up and turn it off and on? Is that why I got that one picture where it looks like the hands over the lens? I kind of wouldn't doubt that. They seem to be very good at figuring out stuff. Or is there something about them that they can manipulate electronics? Because I've had a lot of that happen too. Fresh batteries just go dead. I mean, in several different things that I've had. And it's happened to other people here too. Pam, whenever they came down and was camping out here, her phone got fried. She said last night in the chat. And that's the same one that had the fingerprints on her, or the handprints on her camper window. And I don't know. See, I've never had that here. But I mean, I watched channels like your channel. You all talk about the others and stuff. But I've never seen anything like that here. Which I'm not doubting it. Like I said, once you realize Bigfoot's real, then what else is possible? What else have they lied to you about? Ah, a nice cool breeze. Nothing like a nice cool breeze blowing through when it's 20 degrees out. Man, I'm so disappointed that other phone wouldn't go live. Well, how would they do it though? Really? Do you have a video on that, Big? I mean, that's highly interesting. How would they do it? You know? It was 22 whenever I came up here this morning. I'd say it's still about there. Yeah, I don't know either. That's what's frustrating about it, because the government knows about this, and they've got all the money and the power to do studies on it. The people to do studies on them. And what is it about them that they don't want the general public to know? Is what I don't get. What I think is it blows apart their lies. Morning, Christine. just sitting here in the shack. Got 25 people sitting in the shack. Still a lot quieter than we ever had them two little boys in here. Sub-frequencies like the infrasound, that's what I'm kind of thinking. And again, I'm totally in the Bigfoot is a flesh and blood creature, and it's known that other critters use infrasound, tigers, elephants, and such. I think buggers are a lot smarter than them two critters. And maybe they know how to use the infrasound to manipulate it. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with. Same deal on the cloaking. First of all, I think they've got a special type of hair. And I always refer people to M.K. Davis and his Bigfoot hair videos. If they use that and the infrasound together, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what people mistake them disappearing for. All right, Hoosier. Have a good day, buddy. Is there any down below me? Go feed my birds too. Oh man. What about our feather babies? Don't forget my present, Frank. Good video of Bigfoot. Susie's wanting a baby Bigfoot. If you happen to catch one of them, let me know. I just can't seem to satisfy her on the ones I catch. She's a strange gal. I give my sister money to get the gifts. I can't stand shopping. I'd much rather sit in a shack and freeze my tail off than go shopping. That's me pipe. Won't stay lit. All right, Big. Have you ever looked into since you're over in Germany and all? Have you ever looked into the Nazis having a base down in Antarctica? Robert Byrd and all that. I'm sure you have. I find that very, very interesting. It's actually what I fell asleep to last night. I was listening to it. There's a fella on the YouTubes called Robert Sedfer, and he's got some really good videos. Look up Atlantean Gardens, Robert Sedfer, in like the search thing. Check it out, and you can thank me later. He's got some awesome, awesome videos, and he puts them together well. And it's like a bunch of its older video where folks are talking about it, and just I mean, they're well put together videos. It's very interesting. Morning, Becky. Dang it, when it's cold. I do believe I put that window up. Blown right in on me. I like to get me a nice young Bambi deer. It's the best eating. brother was a Cherokee. Mama's mom. Mama was half Cherokee. There's an actual little village a couple mountains over. It's called Cherokee here. All Mam's people are from. Was that a woo? Come on. How come you didn't come over, Jeremy? You're supposed to go hunting with me this morning. I don't think, yeah, I heard something sound like a whoop. Or a woo, actually. I don't think, well, heck, having a brain fart here. Jay, wow, that was weird. I don't think he's going to come by today either. I told him if I couldn't even get the phone to go live up here, there's no sense in rigging up the solar deal. I was hoping maybe it was just something to do with yesterday and YouTube and blah blah, but I'm going to figure something else out on that phone. Maybe like a booster or something like that. I looked into it a little bit last night, but then I fell asleep and started studying up about UFOs and Antarctica and the Nazis. I'm sure that don't sound weird. I haven't heard the first shot this morning. However, I'm going to say about 8:30 you'll start hearing shots. Between 8:30 and say 10 o'clock is when the deer's going to start moving around here. This other phone won't even connect. Alright guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta take care of some of this coffee and probably get back on a little after 8:30. Close these windows down and warm up a bit. And I gotta plug this phone into my Watching my Jigger Halo. I've got my recorder sitting on top of the shack too. One of these days, I think I'm going to put a parabolic on top of this thing. Anyways, see y'all in a bit.